Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Tonya Lady T. And I'm rolling out this afternoon. I got a few errands to run. And just to get out and get some fresh air. Just to get out and get some fresh air. And it's such a beautiful day. It pretty much rained all day yesterday. But it is a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. But yeah. Can we talk about it? Are we allowed to talk about it, y'all? Are we allowed to talk about it? Now, I guess I'll just be talking about it because I think I'm going to turn the comments off. Y'all, I don't even know what to say. The debate. And this ain't about who you for, who you against. I mean, I'm looking at this debate. That was so horrible. Absolutely horrible. I mean, you know, it was horrible. Horrible. It was horrible. I mean, I don't have any words to say other than it. That was horrible. I'm thinking, I'm looking around, I'm lifting up my arms, smelling my armpits to make sure everything is checking out, everything is working like it's working, and I just couldn't even believe my ears. I really couldn't. I could not believe the insults going back and forth. I don't even, and then bringing up folks, children, honey, and then Joe, you know, calling folks clowns. I mean, are we doing this though? And let me just say this. Let me just say this. You know, it was ugly. It was so ugly. But you know who I really feel lost? The American people, people who are undecided, people who really need, look, y'all, we're going through some stuff right now. We're going through this virus. We're going through this pandemic. We're going through a lot of stuff as a people. We've had loved ones that have died because of this virus. We've had people who are now fighting to find somewhere to live. We're having people fighting to try to keep and get food in their mouth. There's so much going on. And we, as a people, are looking for leadership. Again, whatever side of the aisle you on, we're looking for leadership. We're looking, how are we going to get up out of this? Thank God for some of us that, you know, we've prepared for, and we're good, but we're still not exempt from what is going on. I don't care how much money's in your bank account. I don't care how much this, that, and the other. We all are being affected by something as serious as what we're going through. And then on top of that, you would think there would be some type of civility taking place. I mean, we ain't talking about, this is not a reality show, y'all, that we're living through. It's reality, but it's not a reality show. In other words, when we go and move and walk through our day and maneuver through our day and whatever our day consists of, there's no credits rolling up at the end. There's nobody saying, oh, good show. There's nobody saying, okay, see you tomorrow. We're going to pick up a scene 13. Clip, you know how they do the little clip, take 32, take. No, what's happening to us? There are no retakes. And so, you know, I'm being serious as a woman of God, or just, you know, a woman in this society. You know, we need some leadership that it's not always about the okie doke. It's not always about foolishness. It's not all about I said this jab and I got them and vice versa, and it can't be about that, y'all. It really can't. It can't be about that. It can't be about who won? Did Joe get in some good ones? Did Trump get in some good ones? I mean, it can't be about that. It really can't. Not in my eyes. It don't need to be about that, because you know who the ultimate losers are? The American people. And then this is a world stage. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. And I thought, okay, y'all, we doing this? We really doing this? We really doing this. We really are doing this. I was so disappointed. I didn't know what in the world to do. I am so disappointed. Y'all, I'm so disappointed. But you know what? See, this is why God says, love man, but trust me. See, this is why. Love man, love one another, but you better trust me. And because you're going to be disappointed. And yes, there's nothing wrong with having a hope in a person, in a zeal for a person. And we ain't wait, hold on. And like I said, I don't know about y'all, but like I said, I'm a woman of a particular age, and I'm being serious. If I want to see reality and foolishness, I know where I can go. I can go and click right on whatever show I need to see. I want to escape and see some bam bam shoot 'em up westerns or thriller. I know where to go to see all that. But see, this is our life. Our children are watching. You had children that were I've been hearing all over today. You had children that had to be escorted out of the room. Children afraid of what they were seeing. And like I said, I know where to go. We all know where to go when we want to see a little bit of drama. And you know what I'm saying? But when you see two fully grown men, I'm talking about, and like I said, there ain't nothing wrong with being passionate about something. And see, this is the thing I was saying about the video I did before about people's perception. It can't, because I was talking about perception as it related to the black woman and how we should conduct ourselves. Don't always be what people want us to be. Change it up. Change it up. And so here it is. We looking at two fully grown men. I ain't talking about men who are, still trying to find themselves. I ain't talking about men that ain't never stepped out in life and don't know what life's all about. And like I said, I'm not on here to dog out neither one, other than to say, us who are in the household of faith. See, this is why we have to pray without ceasing. This is why we have to pray without ceasing. Because the thing of it is, y'all, again, I will say it, for me, if I want that extra curricular drama, I know where to go. I know what show to watch. I know when I'm feeling, like I said, when I'm feeling this, I know where I can go and look at all that stuff. But this is stuff that's affecting us in our real life, in our children's real life. So when I'm looking at two full-grown men, and I understand it is what it is. For all of us, I've been voting ever since I've been able to be eligible to vote. Maybe one or two times I may have missed it. But I've always been a voter. But what I'm saying is, so I know the game, and I know this and that and the other. But I'm just saying, consider what we are going through right now. Consider what we are going through right now. Is there Can't there be a time that we ain't always in foolishness? Can there be a point in our lives, and when it's time to be serious, it's time to be serious? When is it gonna be that we can not have to be going through the rope-a-dope, okey-doke? When? And like I said, I'm just venting. Like I said, I'm just getting it out. But I mean, two fully grown men. I ain't talking about, like I said, I ain't talking about somebody that ain't. I mean, you got people that you both of them done been through some stuff. And the American people, like I said, I'm talking about me. I'm looking, listening, trying to see where both their minds are at. And this is what y'all give us? Y'all, we ain't talking about folks that are in our we're talking about the President of the United States and the former VP. That's who we're talking about. The highest office in the land. Something that should be really serious. I mean, if you really get down into it, and if you really begin to watch all the things and know, or not watch, but study all the things that different departments, different positions within the government, what they're responsible for, stuff that we don't even think about. That's why we have to pay taxes. Because there are so many things, like me riding on this road right now, so I can get from one side of the city to the next. It costs. When we're paying certain taxes and certain fees, this stuff is what's these representatives that people say, well, I don't vote, it don't even matter. Well, yes, it does, and to each his own. But when you're complaining about insurance regulation and insurance costs, there are people who vote on how much you're going to pay on your car insurance. When it comes to, paying taxes, that stuff is divvied out for road construction, the taxes you pay for gas. North Carolina got one of the highest gas taxes in the nation. One of, not the only one, but one of. All that stuff is voted on. People that we put into positions. Do you think that the senators in the House of Representatives, do you think that they just sit there and it's only stuff that they deal with on the federal level? No, honey, let me tell you something. Any representative, that's why it's important to participate in things that go on locally in your city that you live in. You're trying to figure out, well, daggone, why I got to pay so much taxes for this, that, and the other. Well, that representative for the district that you live in, they wanted it to be that amount. They wanted, and so if you're not engaged, and if you don't recognize that's why you paying that, good God Almighty, everybody and their grandma up here at the bank. I had to come up here and get some cash, y'all. Oh man, can I get around these people? Got the whole, oh gosh, they got this whole because I'm, oh man. Anyway, y'all. But I mean, you got all this stuff going on, and it's like, people always complaining about, well, why is the FCC fee and universal fee, all these councilmen, all these municipalities, they set people that are sitting in your legislative these companies go to these legislators and they ask them to, they write a bill, they hand that bill to a legislator and say, hey, we need to charge more money. A lot of stuff are regulated that shouldn't be, and then there's a lot of stuff that should be regulated that ain't. So all that has it all almost like the circle of life. All that stuff works together. It really does. So when people say, well, it doesn't change if you're not engaged and you don't vote for so and so, but then, and then you wonder why you got to pay taxes on that. Why are we paying a $2.11 every time I get a bill for this cable bill? Because guess what? Somebody at that company went to a legislator and say, hey, this is something we need to be able to put. This is something that we need to be able to, charge because of whatever. All that stuff works. And if you're not woke and if you don't know that, you're going to always feel like voting is not important. Because you're not going to see that it's connected. Man, let me tell you something, how stuff is so connected. Now, I'm on one today, y'all. I was watching, Lord have mercy, what kind of show was it? Was it on the History Channel? I can't even remember. I was watching the show, and the show was talking about how 14 wolves, and I'm talking about an animal, changed the whole ecosystem. And I can't even remember where they said it was. But anyway, and you probably can look it up. In this particular ecosystem area, there were vegetation being destroyed. Stuff wouldn't grow because it was overpopulated with deer and those type animals, because they would eat up all the vegetation. So the ecosystem was just depleting. None of the other animals would go in this particular area because the animals, the deer and all them that was eating up all the vegetation, other stuff wouldn't grow and flourish. And it was just overrun. And so when you have that many overpopulated species in a particular area, stuff doesn't grow. That's why people spend so much money protecting their gardens. Because if you don't have some type of protection in there, they'll wreak havoc on your garden. You would never be able to eat tomatoes. So that's why, so what they did, they put 14 wolves in that system, in that terrain, in that forest area. And those 14 wolves began to hunt down and eat the deer and all the other type of animals like that. And it caused stuff to start back growing. It caused the water to even begin flourishing in that area, which caused vegetation to come back, which caused other animals like rodents and bird. And so with rodents and all that coming, then the birds came back, because now the birds could come down and swoop down and eat on it. So it re-energized that system economically. That whole ecosystem began to flourish. And I thought, wow, isn't that something? We don't realize how certain things affect other things, because if we're not thinking about it, we don't put no thought into it, we're going to think, oh, please, how could that matter? And that's how some people look at it voting. Oh, please, I'm not going to be bothered. They're going to do what they want to do. Yeah, because you're giving them the power to do that, because you're not having a say in who you want to represent you. It's no different than if you go and get an insurance company. You want a reputable insurance company to represent you, because they have your interest at heart. When you go to, like me at this bank, I trust this bank that I go to. When something has gone down to the left, there was Johnny on the spot to fix my situation. They had my interest in mind. So it's like that with when you're voting and there's state legislators, whether it's locally, whether it's a judge, people, like I said, people who say that they don't want, and I'm not dogging people out who just decide not to vote. I'm just telling you, I'm making this be a teachable moment. It affects you whether you think it does or not. So if I have an opportunity to vote for someone who has my interest in mind, I mean, I'm really looking at what they have been doing, not what's coming out of their mouth. No, I'm looking at their record on what they're doing and what they stand for. And if I say, you know what, this particular person looks like a good representative for me. If I have the opportunity to vote for somebody and they're doing things with my interest, and then it's helping many, it ain't just helping just one little small group. No, this person is doing things that is making it great for a lot of people. Y'all, you know what? Let me go this way because see, honey, this is ridiculous, honey. I'm gonna go to the teller line part. I just need to get some cash. Jeez. But yeah, y'all, I'm just saying, I said all that to say this. What you think don't matter, it does. And going back to what I said, you have to measure things that matter. If you just think you're going to go through life and you don't measure things that matter, honey, your life is not going to be abundant here on this earth. You're going to always be in misery because you always going to have to be fighting and windmilling stuff. And for our people perish for the lack of knowledge. It's the truth. It really is. Our people perish for the lack of knowledge. And so all I'm saying is that rethink this thing. You trying to figure out why they have this superintendent over the schools and they're implementing things that it's not helping 80% of the people. It's only helping 20% of the people. Well, then that's somebody you can vote on in an election. When they have elections for who's going to be the superintendent over the school system that your children is in, and you're complaining about, well, why they do this, why they do that. Well, guess what? Your opportunity to voice who you want to represent what you believe is best for your children and others. See, going back to this thing I was saying about how them 14 wolves changed the whole economic ecosystem. When you recognize, and I just got to think about it, I said, well, Lord, you know what? I've always asked a certain question. Well, daggone, why did you create the roach? Why did you create the grasshopper? Why did you create the bee? Because of course, y'all know, because I have a bug phobia. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, sorry about that, honey. But anyway, like I said, we really just need to be paying more attention, y'all. Like I said, this ain't a bash nobody video. This is about us as individuals thinking. What does it mean when God said my people perish for a lack of knowledge? When you're not walking in knowledge about some things, you will miss out. You really will. You will miss out. My teenagers, Lauren, Man, or TJ, and Tonya, they ask me questions about stuff that's going on politically. I said, and they see stuff. I said, always remember to keep that same passion with you, because when you get older and you begin to start your families, or just you in particular, be paying attention to what's going on around. Know who labors among you. All this stuff that we've got, that Father God and the Holy Spirit and Jesus have talked about, and he left these blueprints for us. You think it's just we're on this earth? God knows we're here in this earth. May not be of it, but we're in it. He got everything. But in order for us to maneuver and have an abundant life here on this earth, we got to know who labors among us. So if we're not participating in things that are structurally put in place to help us know who's laboring among us, we're detached. We ain't even doing kingdom-minded stuff. Because we've convinced ourselves, well, oh, I'm a Christian, I don't need to be involved in that politics. Well, wait a minute, how you going to know who's laboring among you and laboring for you? Are they laboring for you, or are they laboring against you? Now, that's just me now. Again, that's my way of thinking. Because if God is trying to give me knowledge so that I can live an abundant life here on this earth. Because look, eyes have not seen, nor have it entered into the heart of man and into my ear gate what the Lord has prepared for me. So what God has prepared for me in heaven, oh God, Jesus let us know, in my Father's house there are many mansions. Oh my God, I thank you. So what God has prepared for us, when we step over in eternity, it ain't even entered into the hearts. But while we're here on this earth, he's trying to let us know, look. While you in this earthly realm, look at him. I'm finna give you some blueprint on how to maneuver through this stuff, because you got an adversary that wants to sift you as wheat every moment of your life. And if you're not paying attention, if you're not knowing who is laboring among you, laboring for you or against you, baby, oh, you're gonna perish. Oh, anyway, y'all, like I said, y'all might get mad. I'm gonna have the comments turned on because I know. But see, like I said, even in this, all this, going back to what I'm saying, the debate, let it be a teachable moment. Let it be that you sit in the pocket, just like I was saying the other day, sit in the pocket and listen and say, Lord, what would you have me do? And like I said, again, this is not a bashing session. I'm just telling you to have a dog in the fight or in the debate. You have got to know what's among you. You have got to know what is it that I need to be focused in on so that what? I don't perish. Ooh, God, I thank you. But anyway, like I said, I think that was just horrible. And for people who are scratching their temple trying to figure out, okay, which way do I go, which way do I go? It was such a disservice to the American people. For young folk. For all these young people that this may be their first time being able to be eligible to vote. They couldn't vote in 2016, but now it's 4 years later. They were 14 years old 4 years ago. Now they're 18 and they're eligible to vote, and this is what we showed them. Oh my God, help us today. You know what? Let me go on and park right here, auntie. Go on and get lunch. Oh, there was a close one right there. But anyway, y'all, let me go. I done jaw-jacked enough. Honey, I got wrinkles in my forehead, and I can't do that because I was using L'Oreal retinol. But anyway, let me go, y'all. Y'all just be encouraged, because I'm sure gonna try to. I am encouraged, but honey, I was just totally disappointed. So disappointed. But then, like I said, love men, trust God. Amen. All right, love you. God bless, and may the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm out here on the porch chilling. It feels so good out here, y'all. 71 degrees. Can get back to porch life. It ain't as hot out here. And the mosquitoes ain't bad. But y'all, taking me a little 15-minute break from the computer. I tell you what, it is spider web season. I had to wipe everything down. And I'm going to get ready to start looking for me some fall flags for my porch. I need to get me another wreath made for fall, y'all, for harvest. Because I'm not going to, like I said, October is going to be the time I start decorating. And this weekend I'm going to pick me up some mums to replace my plants. Because they're gone. They are gone. When they fell over, it cracked almost every last one of them stems. I wanted to cry. So I just told Rex to go ahead on and chunk them, and we'll get us some mums. Now my ferns are still doing pretty good. See, my ferns are doing good. But yeah, it is time to get me some more. And I also need the lawn people service. They'll come out probably 1 or 2 more times, and that'll be it for the season. But they came yesterday and trimmed my bushes up real good, like I like them. You know, shape them because they grow. And then I need to get some more straw, some fresh straw, because I thought, well, maybe I can get my either my son or my nephews to come over here and rake up some of that pine straw in the back and place it in the flower bed right here in the front and around the trees. But I want fresh pine straw, the kind that you can just go in and buy, because I just don't think that there's enough back there in my back to you know, cover these areas. Just going to pay somebody to bring me some fresh pine straw and pack it, because it's sort of thinning out, and that burlap that is laid down there, it just needs to be refreshed. And then maybe next summer I can put me out some blooming bushes. I actually like the bushes the way they are. They're very low maintenance. And you just, trim them and keep it moving. I love my country porch, but it feels good out here, y'all. I tell you what, feels good. And the cooler it gets, I'll get out here in the morning and walk. Because I tell you what, working remote now, it does cut down on your exercise. Because, when you have to go to work, you're getting up, you're driving, you got to walk up and down the hallway, you got to walk through to get to the building and everything. So that part is gone. And then on days that I just don't feel like doing it, what happens, y'all? We don't do it. So, but I got out and walked a little bit this afternoon after lunch, because it just felt so good. And the kids, they were on a little golf cart. But this kind of weather, love it. Look at it. Ugh. Cannot beat it with a stick, y'all. Cannot beat it with a stick. But no, just wanted to come in and pop in and say, hey, y'all. And sort of, I guess, finish the video. I don't know if I'm going to have this as a separate video or at the end of the video where I was on one, y'all. I was on one. Woo. Because, yeah, that debate was something else, wasn't it? But let me just say this. I know for me, as a woman of God, I had to really, truly think about, because, politics and political things can be so what am I trying to say? It can really it can drive a wedge between people. It really can. It can be very divisive. I guess that's the right word. And a lot of people don't like to indulge in it, those of us in the household of faith. But, I still, I just always remember the word, know who labors among you. That thing is on me. Know who labors among you. And you have to put that in every context of your life. Isn't that the truth? Because some people will say, those of us in the household of faith or Christians, and I'm talking to us, because God still told us, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, then I will hear for them and heal the land. And I look at it like this. There's some healing in this land that's got to take place. Y'all have heard me say it often. Oh, the air feels so good. The way I'm looking and thinking about a thing is this. when I was saying earlier, eyes have not seen, nor has it entered into our hearts what God has prepared for us. So when he says, know who labors among you, that means right here on this earth. Because guess what? When we get to heaven, we ain't got to worry about who laboring among us, do we? We don't have to worry about who's laboring among us while we're here. We're not going to have to. Because we're going to be what? Oh, my God, I thank you. We're going to be in eternity in heaven with our Heavenly Father. So who we got to worry about who's laboring among us? Because there ain't going to be no backbiting, no folks stabbing you in the back. You ain't got to deal with funky breath. I mean, come on now. We ain't got to worry about none of that. All that stuff going to be gone. No more crying, backbiting, discord, paying rent, paying the car note. All that's going to be gone. So when he say, know who labors among you, he talking about here. So yeah, we need to be, and we're supposed to be involved in the things of this that goes on in here. No, we're not of the world, but we're in it. So we still have to know who's laboring among us, and we have to get into some things politically and vote and be a participant. How are you going to know if you're not a participant? How are you going to know who's laboring for you or against you if you're not a participant? Now, again, that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. All this stuff works together. It can work together for the good, or because Jesus let us know, oh, there's the prince of the air is up in this earth. And he doesn't want to do anything but sift us as wheat. So yeah, we do. We have to know who labors among us. And we are not supposed to just be sitting back spectating. Oh, absolutely not. We have to get involved. Just like Jesus had to come down and up in here, up in the mess and get involved. He was part of the Trinity. He no longer could just sit back and watch. He had to come down from glory and get up in the mix. Get involved, get up in there, stir up some stuff, make a change. Oh, what a wonderful change. But anyway, y'all, yeah, that debate. Oh my God, help us. Ooh, help us. But anyway, like I said, I won't belabor the point. But oh my God, it feels so good out here. Ooh. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. I'll be popping in and out. Matter of fact, I went and had lunch with Mama and Tansy. We were jaw-jacking hard, y'all. I couldn't even record. We were jaw-jacking so hard, honey. We got family stuff going on. We had to talk about some family stuff. But it was good to see my sister. I hate that I don't get to see her as much. Homegirl be working hard for the money. She's in home hospice care, so, I mean, she might have a client that she have to sit with for 2 or 3 days, you know. So when she get off, honey, she's in the bed, and she got to go right back out. Or she might have a whole 2 to 3 night stay at somebody's house. So, you know, that's her life. That's what she does. That's why she's not around as much. But I love her just the same. Yep. She just had her birthday. But anyway, so it was good to see her and catch up with her. But yeah, we were jaw-jacking. I love me some Tansy because, honey, she be the word on the street, honey. She be giving us what's going on in the street. See how we do? Look, I can confess mine, shoot. I need to know who's laboring among us up in the, when it come down to the stuff going down in the streets. Yeah. Y'all can sit back and pretend like y'all don't know about stuff if you want to. Shoot, you better know who's laboring among you. You better know about Jerome and all them trying to act up and carry on. Shoot. All right, y'all, okay. Y'all trying to be out. Okay. So y'all ain't about that life. Okay. I ain't messing with you. But yeah, y'all. Anyway, let me go. I'm gonna sit out here for about another 5 minutes and just listen to the nature cricket. Y'all hear that cricket? Just listen. I don't know where Rick James. I got on my shirt that one of my viewers gave me. But anyway, y'all, let me go because I need to free up some space on my phone so that I can record and back up my stuff in my cloud. Anyway, let me go, y'all. I love y'all. God bless, and may the peace of the Lord be with you. Toodles.